Hey everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Silva's coming up on 60,000 miles, and so it's time to do some maintenance on her, and I got a nice package from O'Reilly Auto Parts today. I wanted to share with you guys so you can see exactly what I'm going to put into the Silva in order to make her safe for the next, hopefully, 60,000 miles. Alright guys, so I've got some plans for Silva in the next week or so. We've got about 1,200 miles towing planned with our 9,000 pound travel trailer. And so I wanted to go ahead and order some parts, get some preventive maintenance done. There's some scheduled maintenance that needs to be done about 60,000 miles as well. And so let's see what kind of parts I've got. Let's go ahead and dig into this box. All right. Okay, so the very first thing that I got from O'Reilly's was this nice transmission pan gasket. This is an AC Delco. And so it's a great quality. There's a lot of jankiness that's available out there. Amazon had some reviews on some of their third-party transmission filters and transmission seals, and they all said they were garbage and they had to end up with an AC Delco anyway. So I went ahead and ordered this from O'Reilly. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I got some spark plugs. It's time to change the plugs in Silva. And so these are the AC Delco Iridium spark plugs, and they're pretty nice. I want to go ahead and replace them. Silva only has 4 spark plugs, so we're going to get those changed. I thought that was real important for us to go ahead and do that too. I think they call for these to be changed at about 60,000 miles. I don't think they're 100,000 mile spark plugs. I'll double check and see if that's true or not, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and change them. They're really simple to do. It's like a cover, a bracket, and 4 coils, and it's off. So hopefully we'll have a video coming up of that soon. So stay tuned for that, guys. The next thing I got was I got a new accessory drive belt. This one's a Gates Micro V K050653A, and the belt itself on Silva is got 6,000 miles on it, which in and of itself isn't a bad thing. But I noticed that there is what appeared to be a few missing pieces or checks in the belt, and since I was going to have everything apart anyway, I figured it would be real simple just to go ahead and change the belt. So we'll get that on video, but I got a new accessory belt, and whenever we make the video, we'll do a comparison with the old belt versus the new belt. See how much the new belt is, how much shorter it is. See if the belt's stretched or not. We'll leave that guy till last. You can probably see it right there in the video. I went ahead and got a new air filter for Silva as well. I went with the MicroGuard Select, and this is a nice looking filter, guys. I just want to tell y'all got to check this guy out. It's of course green, which means it's good for at least 15 more horsepower, but it just has a lot more heft to it, I guess. I don't know exactly how to say it. I've got the Fram air filter that you can pick up from Walmart, and it seems like this one has a little bit more material, but that's just first impressions. We'll go ahead and pull the old filter out whenever we do this all this maintenance and see how that filter compares to this one. This one feels a lot more substantial. This one is made in China, so that's unfortunate. All right, one of the last things we got in this box is the actual transmission filter itself. This is a beefy guy. Check this thing out. And so we'll be putting this transmission filter in with that transmission pan gasket. I've got to get some transmission fluid. That's one thing I don't have in this box. I don't have any transmission fluid, so I've got to pick that up. I'll probably try to source that locally. I may try to hit it from Amazon. I'm not exactly sure, but you got to be careful with the transmission fluid on these 8 speeds. I think it's mobile makes the right transmission fluid. So we'll get that in. I'll try to put some B-roll in of that so you can see what that picture looks like as well. All right, the last thing in this box, I'm not going to show it to you yet because I got one other thing to show you. I picked up some of this Valvoline full synthetic 75W90. If you guys know what this is, put it down in the comments. If you don't know what this is, I'm going to hopefully be able to show you how to take care of this. This is actually rear end grease or dope. I've heard a lot of people call it that before. This is the full synthetic gear oil is what they call it. Silva calls for 3 of these guys. This weight is just a little bit different than what the factory calls for. What the factory calls for on Silva, I think, is 75W85. This is 75W90. We should be okay. But I wanted to go ahead and do the rear axle service as well, since we put quite a bit on it, and we'll see how the inside of that axle looks whenever we get all this done. And then as a little bonus, this isn't necessarily the maintenance on Silva, but I've got this STP grease, all-purpose grease, that we're going to be putting into the wheel bearings on our travel trailer. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like to see a video of me doing the wheel bearings on that. The trailer has Easy Lube axles, and so since the trailer's only a year old, I'm just going to use the Easy Lube to push new grease into them and the old grease out. So if you guys want to see a video on that, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you'd like to see that or not. Now we got a grand reveal. I'm gonna make a video about this guy in particular. I bought this kind of on a whim. This is the Mrk Select oil filter. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now that this Mrk Select looks great. This thing right here is sealed from the factory. It's got a big plastic seal on it so nothing can get down inside of it while it's in storage or while you're working on stuff. So nothing's going to get inside this thing because of this nice seal. Not only that, it has a silicone valve inside of it. Not only that, the inner core is made out of metal, just like the old PF66 was. And this filter is chunky, guys. So I'm going to make a video comparing. I've got 3 brand new filters for Silva, and I'm going to make a video comparing those 3 filters. So guys, stay tuned for that if y'all are interested in seeing that. We're going to look at the new PF66. We're going to look at the Fram Gold. I can't remember exactly what it's called right now. And then we're going to look at this Mrk Select. We're probably not going to cut this one open because this one is going to go on Silva next. This filter looks awesome. So I'll get some B-roll cut in right here of this filter so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This thing has a metal core, nice silicone valve on the inside of it. It's got a substantial metal spring in the bottom of it that I can see down inside the core. This sucker is going on Silva. And I may be buying these from now on if they keep up this kind of quality. I may be moving away from those AC Delco PF66 cheapos. Because I don't know if y'all remember in the last video that I made whenever I did the last oil change with that new PF66, it's got the plastic core. Silva didn't sound too happy on startup, so I'm not so sure I like that filter. All right, grand reveal. You know I've been the SuperTech guy. I've ran SuperTech oil for years. I've got over 1 million miles on SuperTech oil. Over 20 years worth of driving, going way back to whenever I was a poor young dad, and we did oil changes because if I didn't do it myself, they just weren't getting done. I couldn't pay the prices for them. So I've been using SuperTech oil for a long time. I'm real happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it with Silva. The only thing that I've got against the SuperTech oil that I've noticed with Silva is there's a little bit of oil consumption. Now, that could just be the nature of the machine because it is turbocharged, and turbos tend to eat some oil, right? But I wanted to try something new. In a couple videos back, we did an oil change and a radiator fluid change on Jonathan's Camaro, and the boy bought some Royal Purple. And so what I got going in Silva is Dexos approved Royal Purple 530. And this oil for his car in that 3.6 that he's got, it made a world of difference in quieting down his engine. So his engine was a little loud, and we know that 3.6s have really long timing chains and things like that, variable valve timing, all those things. It's quieted his engine down quite a bit. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to get this Royal Purple and try it out in Silva. And so we got 5W30 Dexos approved. We got purple oil going to go in the turbo truck, and we're going to see how it has a seat of the pants feel. We're going to use this nice MicroGuard filter. And guys, I made a whole video about why I don't pre-fill oil filters. Listen, I want this truck to last, so I'm going to try to pre-fill this filter, and I'm going to try to do all the things right that I could possibly do. And we're going to put this royal purple in here and see if it makes a difference. Now, one thing with the turbos, I understand that turbocharged engines produce what's called a lot of shear. There's a lot of shear going on with the oil, which is just the oil's getting cut a lot. And so synthetic oil resists shear, which is why turbocharged engines typically call for synthetic. This stuff is supposed to perform very well in shear. And I've watched a lot of videos. I've even called it myself, a little bit of snake oil, you know, a little bit of false advertising possibly, because oil's oil, clean oil's better. I'll eat my hat. Okay, I'll eat my words. But I'm hoping that I have to do that. And I hope that I have to eat my words, because we'll see if this royal purple is going to make a difference or not, or if I just wasted extra $20. All this stuff, except for this gear oil, I got from O'Reilly Auto Parts. And they were running a deal whenever I made this order. I normally would just go down to the shop and pick it up, but they were running an online order, which said if you spend $125, you could get 20% off your total order. And so I took advantage of that, saved quite a bit of money. All in with all of this, I'm around $200-ish, and I still got some transmission fluid to change. So it shouldn't take too much more. I think we'll probably put in about 5 or 6 quarts, because we'll just do a pan drop, fluid exchange, and put it back up. But there's one thing that I've been thinking about, and I'd like to get you guys' opinion on this. So let me know down in the comments after you hear this. I'm going to drop in some, like a picture right here of an aftermarket accessory that I was thinking about buying for Silva. One thing with the 8-speed is they do not come with a transmission dipstick. And so I found out that B&M makes a very expensive, hopefully very premium accessory that is basically a transmission dipstick. It's a little over $200, but I've been really thinking seriously about buying it and putting it in Silva. Let me know down in the comments what you think, if you'd be interested in seeing me purchase that and install that on Silva and see how well it works. So I'd like to really be able to keep a close watch on that transmission fluid level in Silva, especially as the truck gets some age on it. I'm really hoping this truck will take me to 200,000 miles plus. So we want to take care of it as best we can. But let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see that B&M accessory transmission dipstick. And if so, if everybody has an overwhelming opinion that yes, then I'll go ahead and order it. And I'll put it on Silva, let you know how it works for your trucks, okay? I think that takes care of it now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. And hopefully the next video will be me installing these parts. And so I hope you guys have a great day. If you got any questions or suggestions of videos that you'd like to see on the 2.8, I had a 2.8 liter V6 in my Firebird in high school, but this is not a 2.8. This is a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder. If you got any questions about the Silverado or just anything in general, let me know. I'd love to have some video ideas from you guys, and I'll go out there and try to make them happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day today. Thanks.